Hi, and welcome to the new student orientation for BA Human Services students. So this part of the orientation is a look at the Blackboard Community Shell for the Human Services program. When you go to your course list in Blackboard, this is where you can pull up your community shell, and all of you should have been invited to be a part of the shell if you're a new student registered here. And the shell is BAHS01 Human Services Information Center, and this is the shell that all students in the Human Services program have access to. So we're going to take a look at what's in the shell. First of all, there's an announcement section when you first open the shell, and it will have kind of things that are of general interest to Human Services students. So you look and see that, well, the last time we had an orientation, there's all the handouts that are part of the orientation. There's information about the time and how to link to the orientation. There's information that I'll put every quarter about registration, what classes are being offered in the Human Services program. There may be information about our graduates, or if there's a particularly interesting fellowship or internship or job that might be of interest to students. Also, I sometimes put in workshop information, especially free and low-cost workshops that you can attend. There's just many different things that you'll find in the announcement section. Now you will automatically get an email with any announcement I send out. It will go to your CityU email. So if you don't always check the shell, you'll still get an email about the announcements. Also in the shell is a list of community resources. So I put together in this shell kind of the different services in different counties in our state, Washington State. Now, I don't necessarily have a list of community resources in all the cities and states that our students live in, but kind of the main ones that are where our students live. And these are good, number one, if you're working in the field and want to know where to refer clients, but also if you're trying to figure out an internship site, you can look in here and see kind of what resources there are that you might be interested in doing your internship. Speaking of internships, here is a tab on internship information. So in there you will find two folders. Actually three folders. Three folders. One is all the documents you need to be successful in your internship. And that will include here the internship manual, the learning contract that you'll sign with your internship supervisor, the background check document, and all the different evaluation forms that are part of your internship. And then in the other internship folder, internship sites, you will see information about all the internship sites that we have agreements with, organized by county. Now, if your county is not here, or the site you're interested in is not here, don't despair. You can still talk to me and we can set something up. But we did make agreements with a lot of different organizations just as a place to start. So when you click on one of these organizations, what you'll see is a document. Let's see if we can look at this document that gives you all the information about that site, where it's located, what the agency is all about, what emphasis areas it would be good for you to do your internship in, and then what some of the duties of interns are, and then any other specific information relevant to the internship. So when you're getting ready to select your internship, you'll want to go to this place in the shell and kind of look through some of the options. The last thing in this part of the shell is, sorry, this is a little slow, is student stories. So there's some different blog stories about students and their internship experiences. And I'll just let you look at those on your own, but they are very interesting and you can meet some of the former students and see where they did their internship. Also in this community shell are some job opportunity postings. There's not a lot of them in here because I don't get that many job postings, but what is in here that will be useful is some different resources for job search, and then some information about the different careers in human services. So in the job search folder, there'll be things about how to write a resume and a cover letter, how to prepare for a job interview, etc. Then there's a folder on the licensure requirements for different licenses in Washington State. So this document is about all the different licenses, the counseling license and the social work license, etc. And those usually require a master's degree. The one license that will require an AA or bachelor's degree is the Chemical Dependency Professional license. And so here's a bunch of information about how to go about applying, what you need to qualify for that license. There's a folder with workshops and training information, and sometimes I transfer what's in the announcements to this folder. And there's also a link to the workshop calendar, which lists workshops throughout Washington and Oregon. In this folder is recommended course sequence documents. So in here you will find documents that suggest in what order you should take the classes. And you can just pull these up and take a look and see what they say. There's also a section on websites of interest. So we have one for the Council for Standards Human Services Education, one for the National Organization for Human Services, and welcome your suggestions for other websites that you might be interested in linking to. Finally, there's a discussion board. And this is for you to ask questions or comments or share your ideas with each other and with me. And if you have specific questions for me, you can either post them here or send me an email. And the very last thing in this shell is contact information about the faculty in our program. Now you can find the contact information of your individual faculty members in the course shells, but this is a comprehensive list, so you can see how to get in touch with different faculty in the program. So that is a kind of a quick overview of the Human Services Information course shell, and I hope it's a place that you'll refer to frequently when you have any questions about the program. Thanks.